Hi, welcome to a very special episode of Are You Smarter Than a Viking? Today, we have 3 members of Voorhees staff playing. I'm your host, Olivia Brennan, and let's meet our contestants. First, we have Miss Polgar. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a math teacher at Voorhees, and it's my first year, and I'm just ready to kick some butt in Are You Smarter Than a Viking?
Then we have Miss Rosania.
Hi, I'm Miss Rosania. I am supervisor for art, music, and family consumer science, and I've been at Voorhees for 10 years, and I might kick some butt. I'm not sure.
And then Miss Greulich.
Hi, I'm a secretary in the guidance department. I'll be here 15 years in August, and I'm here hoping to win a really fabulous prize.
Let's get started. Categories are Food for Thought, Hollywood Teachers, Mathematically Speaking, and Classic MTV. We have randomly selected a player to be control of the game board first. Miss Rosania, you have control of the board.
Okay, I will take classic MTV for 100, please.
What was the first music video ever played on MTV? Rosania?
B, Video Killed the Radio Star.
Correct, 100 points. You have control of the board.
Okay, I'll take the same, classic MTV for 200, please.
In what year was MTV launched? Miss Rosania?
1981.
Correct.
Must be my category.
You have control of the board.
I'll take the same for 300.
What was the name of the original show that featured only rap music videos? Miss Rosania?
D, Yo MTV Raps.
Correct, 300 points.
That was my
In a row.
You
All
have
right, I'm
control
going
of
to
the
change it up.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Hollywood Teachers for 100, please.
In Dead Poet Society, students addressed Mr. Keating as, "Oh Captain, my Captain." What poet were they quoting? Miss Rosania?
Walt Whitman.
You get this one right, too.
Correct.
You're going to win this one.
You control the board?
I think so.
I'll take Hollywood Teachers again for 200.
In Mr. Holland's opus, what disability does Mr. Holland's son have?
I'm not sure if I know that.
Thank God.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
I would have been wrong.
The answer was deaf. Miss Rosania, you have control of the board.
All right, I'm going back to classic MTV for 400, please.
Which of the following movies was produced by MTV's Films?
I know it's wrong, but
Do it. Try.
nah.
Miss Polgar?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Incorrect.
I went wrong.
Miss Rosania?
I'm going to go with all of them. No, can I take that back?
No, different dock points.
I'm going to say
seconds.
A.
Wrong. The answer was all of
I
them.
was right the first time.
Miss Rosania, you have control of the board.
All right, classic MTV for 500. Clean it out.
In 1998, MTV spent most of its summer months filming in what beach town? Miss Polgar?
C, South Beach.
Incorrect. Miss Greulich?
Seaside Heights, New Jersey.
Correct, 500 points. The scores now are Miss Greulich in first place with 500 points, Miss Rosania in second with 300, and Miss Polgar with negative 900
You
points.
got a 500-point question.
Miss Greulich,
Oh,
you have
wow.
control of the board.
Oh, boy.
Swept
How
in there.
about food for thought, please? For 100.
Math one.
The salty roux, known as caviar, comes from what fish?
Sturgeon. Sorry.
Miss Greulich?
B.
You guys know more than I
Correct. Miss Greulich, you have control of the board?
Food for thought for 200, please.
What type of flower produces vanilla pods? Miss Greulich?
C.
Incorrect. Ms. Rosania?
B, or Lily?
Incorrect. The answer was orchid.
I wasn't gonna say this.
Ms. Greulich, you have control of the board.
Food for thought for 300, please.
What is the only cereal grown standing in water? Ms. Greulich?
A.
Correct. 300 points.
That was my favorite
Ms.
one.
Greulich, you have control of the board.
I'll keep going with that one for 400.
What is a salty solution for curing meat and canning vegetables? Ms. Rosania?
B, brine.
Correct. 400 points.
Keep taking
Ms.
it
Rosania, you have control of the board.
Could I have Hollywood teachers for 300?
In Breaking Bad, Walter White taught what subject? Ms. Rosania?
D, chemistry.
Correct. 300 points. Ms. Rosania, you have control of the board.
Hollywood teachers for 400.
Gabe Kaplan played what urban high school TV teacher in the 70s? Ms. Greulich?
Mr. Cotter.
Correct. 400 points. The scores now are Ms. Greulich in first with 1,100 points, Ms. Rosania in second with 800 points, and Ms. Polgar still with negative 900 points. Ms. Greulich, you have control of the board.
Okay.
We didn't do it yet.
I'll do food for thought again for 500, please.
Who is the Roman god of wine? Ms. Greulich?
C. Bacchus.
Correct. 500 points. Ms. Greulich?
Okay.
Don't take math.
Mathematically speaking, for 100, please. This is going to be bad.
What do you call an angle more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees? Ms. Greulich?
Obtuse. C.
I don't think
Correct.
my buzzer works. They turned it off.
Ms. Greulich?
200 for math.
What polygon with 4 unequal sides is called? Ms. Rosania?
Gosh. Polygon with 4 unequal sides. A rhombus, B.
Incorrect.
Flip.
Ms. Polgar?
Yes, quadrilateral.
Correct. 200 points.
I'm going down.
I got one.
Ms. Polgar, you have control of the board.
I don't even want to pick math because I want to get it wrong. Math for 300.
You see, none of us.
What's the next number in this sequence? 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and 34.
It's not up there.
Ms.
Gosh,
Greulich?
I can't add.
A.
Oh my gosh.
Correct. 300 points.
As you can see, I didn't even attempt that. 'cause-
Ms. Greulich, you have control of the board.
There's a Fibonacci
Hollywood
sequence.
teachers for 500.
What was the name of the principal in The Breakfast Club? Ms. Greulich?
D.
Incorrect. Ms. Polgar?
Richard Vernon. Get right.
Correct. 500 points. Ms. Polgar, you have control of the board.
All right, math for 400.
5 to the power of 0 equals what? Ms. Polgar?
1.
Correct. 400 points. The scores now are Ms. Greulich with 1,500 points, Ms. Rosania with 600 points, and Ms. Polgar finally on the board with 200 points.
Yay!
Ms. Polgar, you have control of the board.
Mathematically speaking for 500.
What's the only prime number? Ms. Polgar?
2.
Correct. That is the end of round 1. Categories are artistic endeavors, blinded by science, music in the 90s, and socially acceptable.
Oh, God.
Ms. Polgar, you have control of the board.
Sorry, I can't even read. Blinded by science for 200.
What is the name for the transparent outer covering of the front of the eye? Ms. Rosania?
The cornea, D.
Correct. 200 points. Ms. Rosania, you control the board.
Artistic endeavors for 200, please.
Who is the Spanish surrealist painter best known for his work, The Persistence of Memory? Ms. Rosania?
D, Dali.
Correct. Ms. Rosania, you control the board.
Artistic endeavors for 400.
Who painted The Scream? Miss Polgar.
Oh, I'm getting it wrong now. Monk, the M-U-N-C-H one.
Correct, 400 points. Miss Polgar, you have control of the board.
I'll keep going with it. Artistic endeavors for 600. Challenge.
What type of paint dries most quickly?
No idea.
Miss Rosania.
Acrylic, A.
Correct, 600 points.
You got me.
Miss Rosania, you control the board.
Artistic endeavors for 800.
The term collage is derived from a French word meaning. Miss Rosania.
A, paste up.
Correct, 800
Makes
points.
sense.
Miss Rosania, you control the board.
Artistic endeavors for 1,000, please.
What art movement was Yoko Ono associated with during the 1960s? Miss Rosania.
C, Fluxus.
Correct, 1,000 points.
Never heard of that.
The scores now are Miss Rosania in the lead with 3,400 points, Miss Greulich with 1,500 points, and Miss Polgar with 1,100 points. Miss Rosania, you control the board.
I will choose music in the 90s for 200.
I don't know anything.
Which rap duo were best known for wearing their pants backwards? Miss Rosania.
Crisscross.
Correct. Miss Rosania, you control the board.
Music in the 90s for 400.
What group sang Killing in the Name? Miss Rosania.
B, Rage Against the Machine.
Correct, 400 points.
Not gonna win. No.
Miss Rosania, you control the board.
I'm going to go to Blinded by Science for 400.
Who is the most famous for his theory of the law of gravitation? Miss Greulich.
B.
God, that's all I was gonna guess.
Correct, 400 points.
Good job.
Miss Greulich, you have control of the board.
Socially acceptable for 1,000.
Oof.
Oh.
Going.
What is the largest number of pictures you can add to a tweet?
God, big mistake.
Miss Polgar.
4. Please be right.
Correct, 1,000
That
points.
was a mistake.
Miss Polgar, you have control of the board.
Well, I guess I'll go with
1,000.
socially.
Good for you.
Oh, yeah, that one. 800. I can't read it from here. I'm sorry.
Where do you swipe right or left to meet the next person of your dreams? Miss Rosania.
Tinder.
Left.
Correct, 800 points. Miss Rosania, you have control of the board.
Socially acceptable for 600.
What percentage of Twitter users have never tweeted?
I'm assuming it's one with the end of 4.
Miss Polgar.
44.
Correct, 600 points. Miss Polgar.
Socially, again, for 400. Was he say socially acceptable?
What was the first YouTube video uploaded? Miss Polgar.
Let's go with D, SNL's Lazy Sunday music video.
Incorrect. Miss Rosania.
A, a dog playing in the snow.
That's so right.
Incorrect. It was a trip to the zoo.
Minus
Miss Polgar, you have control of the board.
We'll do this socially, again, 200.
What year was Facebook founded?
Oh,
Miss Rosania.
2005.
Incorrect. Miss Greulich.
A.
Incorrect. It was 2004.
I would have been wrong too.
I almost said that.
I was gonna
The
get
scores now are Miss Rosania in first with 4,200 points, Miss Polgar in second with 2,300 points, and
Like
Miss
a
Greulich in third with
8,000.
1,700 points. Miss Polgar, you have
That was
control of the board.
minus. Oh.
Oh, can you read these? Blinded by Science by 600.
Found in the eastern part of North America, the common mud puppy is what type of animal?
Mud puppy. Nope. Can't lose
clue.
anymore. Salamander.
Anyone?
No.
Nope. Okay.
We're passing.
It was a salamander.
Oh, you would have gotten it.
Miss
all right.
Polgar.
Science again for 800.
The energy in a sound wave that can be measured using what unit of measurement? Miss Polgar.
Is it moles?
Incorrect. Miss Rosania.
Decibels.
What's moles?
Correct, 800 points. Miss Rosania?
Music in the 90s for 1,000, please.
What emotional ballad contained these lyrics? It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. Miss Greulich?
C.
Incorrect.
No.
Miss Rosania?
A, Nothing Compares to You.
Correct, 1,000 points. Miss Rosania, you have control of the board.
Music in the 90s for 800.
The rap remake was sung by a grandma in The Wedding Singer.
Where is it?
Oh, I know.
Miss Rosania?
D.
Incorrect. Miss
Is it
Polgar?
C, Gangster's Paradise.
Incorrect. The answers was Rapper's Delight.
I knew it was on the list too.
Miss Rosania, you control the board.
Music in the 90s for 600.
Which band had their first #1 hit in 1998 with I Don't Wanna Miss a Thing? Miss Greulich?
C.
Correct, 600 points. Miss Greulich, you have control of the board.
Blinded by science for 1,000.
Name the Polish-born French physicist famous for her work on radioactivity. Miss Greulich?
C.
Correct, 1,000 points.
Made a comeback.
I think I'm losing.
The scores now are Miss Greulich in first with 5,200 points. Oh, Miss Rosania in first with 5,200 points. Miss Greulich in second with 2,300 points, and Miss Polgar in third with 700 points. This brings us to our final round. The category is current music. The question is, which rock star died in 2016, 2 days after releasing their final album, Black Star?
Write it down.
Yeah, I think so.
With Miss Polgar.
I said, like the rest of the questions, I still have no idea. Heart Miss Polgar. Oh, for 700 points.
0 points.
Not negative.
Now we go to Miss Rosania.
I did not know the answer. There's my question mark, and I wagered 0.
So that leaves you with 5,200 points.
Nice.
Then we go to Miss Greulich.
Oh, my supposed to, David Bowie.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. That leaves you with 4,300 points,
Oh,
putting
good.
you in second. Our winner today is Miss Rosania.